Welcome to College Station, Texas. Kyle Field, home of the 12th man and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see a squad from the Pac-12, the Arizona Wildcats, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Arizona will kick off to get things underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Texas A&M Aggies offense will have the football first. And the heart of this team clearly rests on the offensive line. A group of maulers, David, who take pride in what they do.
Man, I think if you're a coach, you take pride. Like, it starts up front. Like, you win and lose games with physicality, and they lean on all the big...
Turns on the Jets. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Arizona's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. They are going to be greeted rather rudely, I guess, by a group of defensive linemen that wreak havoc and hunt down quarterbacks, Jesse.
And they wreck games. They take away everything you do offensively. So it's a huge challenge in this one, David, for this offensive coordinator to try to call plays and find ways to get the football away from these big fellas up front because they take games over.
And get the ball out quick. Like, when you've got a defensive line that can penetrate, that can get TFLs, get sacks, it's going to be on this offensive line to buy a little bit of time, but also the ball to come out quick, win in the secondary right now.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Fires one high and deep. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. That gives him 100 yards on the ground and just another day at the office for the national leader in rushing. And the Aggies, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Fires the pass, intercepted. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line. Rides the back on the option to give. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the back. Can't get him to the ground.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D-linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
He's going to throw deep right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Arizona runs out the punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Looks it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. They've seen the good and the bad already. A touchdown on the opening drive, a pick on the second one, and now to try to get things back on track. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking downfield, it's Jamison. Throws to the wideout. Oh, did he find a hole in that secondary? How about this freshman leading him on the chase and making the big play after the catch? They made the defense pay with that last big chunk of yardage. Now 1st and 10 from the 30. finds the tight end. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Texas A&M back to work with another first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they
headed to the end zone, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Aggies!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Arizona sending the offense onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Running back searching for a hole. Breaks the tackle. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
Man, tight ends used to line up on the ball and block or release for a couple different routes. Now, you're putting them out wide. You're putting them like this right here in the slot. You're asking them to run corner routes in man-to-man coverage and go win. The tight end position has evolved big time over the years.
Well, the defense watched film last week. They saw this running back catch multiple passes, and that hasn't been the case today. They are clamping down on him, always aware of him, especially in the passing game, and so far they've taken him away.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Got the first down, looking for more. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
When you think Texas A&M football, man, you think running the football all the way back to R.C. Slocum, a great Aggie head coach. You just want to be the more physical team, and you want to be imposing your will. This guy right here toting the rock has the ability to wear and grind on defenses. He brings that physical presence to this offense.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Looking downfield, it's Jamison. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. Wants to go up top. Lets it fly. That's caught. It's Blade. Jumped on top of the pile.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
On third and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
And it's runs like that, man, where he just shows you a little bit of everything that is the reason why he's in the Heisman race. Like, this dude leads the nation in rushing for a reason. They hand him the football a lot. They trust him, and he continues to deliver and make...
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Aggie. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Forget about those tight ends, right? They come up and they block most of the time, and a lot of times near the line of scrimmage, and then occasionally offenses do a great job, get creative, find a way to get a good matchup for the tight end, and he does the rest and gets in for 6.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. The Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to fire on second down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Miles. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Wildcats come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. But see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. They'll run it from the gun. Still running at the 40. He's loose. At the 20. Touchdown, Aggie! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience, and with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stuff.
Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. Maybe they learned something from their opening script of plays, David, but other than that, this has been an abject disaster.
And I think they learned what not to do. I mean, this has been an abject disaster. They haven't done anything right, offense, defense. Farmer, this one's ugly, and it's still early.
Yeah, I'd normally say, well, it's first quarter, just don't worry about it, there's time, but
worry.
This is the worst start you possibly could have had. So they need to score a touchdown right here.
The give to the right. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
Yeah, and obviously great play by the offense to keep the drive alive, and also a good find by the quarterback on third down.
And the Wildcats with the 1st and 10. The RPO, it's complete. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. The RPO, fire complete to the left. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. First play of the period will be a second down. Rides to the back and leaves it on the option. And this one will be stopped for no gain. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Makes his man miss. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field.
Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
Makes the grab. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
And as a quarterback, when you're throwing these slant routes against man coverage, location is so important. You want to put the football in a place that your receiver can catch the ball and continue advancing. So nice job by that QB, putting the football right on the face mask of his wide receiver.
He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. This might be a little easier if it were straight on, but a 43-yarder from the right hash. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And he's coming out of the end zone. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. So it Texas A&M offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now in the same edge.
Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. The Aggies come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
Nice job by this offense converting the 3rd down. Listen, 3rd and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. 3rd downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college.
There he goes. We've seen this from this sophomore. So dangerous after he makes the grab. Texas A&M going quickly.
As a defense, it's so hard covering this guy. Because of his frame, you're not really going to match up. But this guy's also got some wheels. The hard part is bringing him down after the catch. This guy's like a giant giraffe. You're just lions hanging on his neck trying to drag him to the ground. Not easy to do.
Quarterback may change this route. Here's the pressure. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Leaves it with the back. Gets it inside the 10. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. And the Aggies kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. Holds and fires complete to the right. Turning it on. Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Used the play fake, now to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
But I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
From the gun, the running back has it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That's really worrisome if I'm the head coach watching my run game suffer the way it has early in this game. And that's why you're down by a lot of points right now. The only way you're going to change the score.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Taking it the other way. He's at the 30. Inside. Touchdown, Aggies. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Pocket breaking down. Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch. Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a fourth down. Arizona runs out the punt team. Wants to bring it back. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38. Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Looks as if Texas A&M... enough for the first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. He might want another play. Wants to throw. It's Jamison. He'll try to do it himself. He turns this into... gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, to get down and don't take a big hit.
A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. A&M comes back out with another first down. To the air on first down. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Aggie. All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They scored again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
And And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Going right to work up top. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
From the gun, running back gets to give. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in College Station for a fun first half than you?
Texas A&M ready to kick it away to get the third quarter started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Arizona has it back. The offense coming out to bear down. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know, the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front, they could not protect him well enough.
Looking to fire. And he can't make the connection on his first attempt.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse. There he goes! And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Aggie! There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible, because he'll make it happen.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Rush is on him. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also because you're trailing in this game and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job in coverage. Nobody's open, so you've got to throw that one away. Smart decision, but it's a tough decision to make.
Off the play fake. Under fire. They're working that left side. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
And that's exactly why this linebacker has to stay on the field every single down, because he's so good in space. He's good against jet sweeps, he's good against bubble screens, and he can race outside and get receivers down on the ground quickly.
They get to him as he throws. Pulls it in. It's Soto. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. Arizona comes out with another first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Gives it on the option. Running into the open space.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
The Wildcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Creates a little space. Looking for room at the 30. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. Arizona moving the ball quickly down the field. Looking downfield on 1st down. Unloads it left. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. To the ground with the back. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. He's up to 55 yards on the ground so far, and he is closing in on that 1,200-yard mark for the season. Got enough for the 1st down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football, and you're now seeing this off.
Intercepted, and finally this defense makes a play. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Finds his man. It's Hart. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Bringing the heat. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
This offense keeps giving up sacks, and they keep finding themselves in situations like this, 3rd and long right now. They don't have many points in this game, and this is a big reason why. It's hard to score if you don't keep the 3rd downs manageable, so moving forward.
Lofts one high and deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Arizona runs out the punt team. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Makes a catch on the right side. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. Dropping back, it's Jamison. A strike downfield. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown.
Arizona has it back. The offense coming out to bear down. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll start this drive with a pass. Here's a heat. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. The Wildcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air on 2nd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hart. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. They'll run this play from the pistol. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. they'll leave it with him. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Here comes the heat. Recovers the fumble, and he's on the move.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football, you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again, and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They use that sideline as a defender and get him out of bounds at the 36. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Pulls it in down the middle. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the 3rd quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down? Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
To the air, it's Jamison. Shoots it to the left. And he rifled in that pass, but it's incomplete.
Offenses should focus on their guys and making sure so-and-so guys get so-and-so touches. And, you know, listen, they're featuring this guy. They're going to throw it to him. He's going to be the primary target on a lot of times. I can't be reckless.
Touchdown, Aggies! A great catch and run for 6.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback. Yeah,
it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Arizona sending the offense onto the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Oh, they're after him. Didn't have much of a choice there but to get rid of it. One final play before the end of the quarter. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He gets it out to the 28-yard line, not enough to pick up the 1st down. We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Arizona runs out the punt team. Signals for the fair catch and hauls it in just shy of the 30. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
He just broke the century mark, 100 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. The Aggies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. Back to pass, it's Jamison. Under fire. Finds his big tight end. Breaks into the open. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. On the ground, it's Jennings. Got enough space. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing, of course. This team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game. Running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. The give on the option. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's
makes the grab on the right. Makes the grab, and a nice gain gets it to the 30.
And he's been the go-to guy all year long. Like, he's in the top 5 in all of college football in receiving yards for a reason. They're going to find him because he's always open, making plays. This dude has been unbelievable. He's being mentioned in the Heisman conversation. That is really hard to do as a wide receiver. So that shows you what kind of special year this young man's having.
And the Aggies can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Got some room headed to the goal line. He steps out of bounds just short of the end zone, and they'll try to punch it in from there.
That's good. Yeah, you could see the running back, man. He was smelling the end zone. Nice cuts, nice job getting all the way down the field. And he gets so close to punching it in. You could tell he wanted to, but pushed out of bounds at the 2. And guess what? 1st and goal from the 2. This offense will take it.
Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Send the tight end in motion. Looking for room. It's Soto. Into the pile. Maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Yeah, this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's later in the 4th quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because...
And here's a fumble way behind the line. And defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you've got to have 2 hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
Arizona sending the offense onto the field. And after that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And it just puts you behind the 8 ball. I mean, this offense has to do something, put it together. You got a deficit, Palmer. You need some mojo. Something needs to go your way.
At this point of the game, they've got to score touchdowns every time they have possession.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Right on the money. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Unloads quickly. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down.
Love the play call on the RPO. That time the defender bites on the run fake, and that opens up the window for the slant coming in behind it. Nice job.
Looking to throw on first down. Got a man. It's Hart. Oh, he's got some space. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. Arizona has the offense humming, set up with another first down. Wants to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Motion from the back. Wants to throw again. Here's the pressure. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Lost one deep down the right side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He says he can kick one from 75, but here he's going to need just 58 of them. He got it. Well, they got 3 back, but that's about all you can say about it. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the MAC. Eastern Michigan is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now. But there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. They're trailing by just 4 to UMass.
Looking for a man, it's Jamison.
The Maction never sleeps, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
And this defense continuing to struggle with the passing game. Listen, these offenses are so sophisticated nowadays. They're hard to stop, man. And it's a new one every single week. And I say this game, this defense underperformed. They're better than what they've shown. They've gotten torched today. And this is a tape that they're going to want to burn and never watch again.
On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. At the 45 on his way. Wide open spaces. And he'll be out of bounds just short of the goal line, but man, are they in business now.
Well, the defense knew they had a huge challenge coming into this one. This running back, one of the top 10 in the nation right now in rushing yards, they're going to have to load the box defensively, and they're going to have to get a lot of hats to the football because he is not easy to bring down.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll run it from the gun.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They're a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Leaves it with the back. Turning it on. Oh, what a cut. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Yeah, defensively, you better be ready to run east and west when you're playing against this offense and their running game. That time, the offense was able to outflank the defense to the right side for a big play.
And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's what...
And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. Timeout is called. The clock stopped with 26 seconds left. Punt is in the air. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Bunch formation for these receivers. Back to throw, it's Jamison. Looking for a huge play. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Wide open downfield. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play.
That's good for a Fighting Texas Aggie.
And after this play, the cake will be baked. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the wideout. And this will be incomplete as the game comes to a close.